Oh, lordy. Just give me 1 second, please. Okay. Our man's here, you know? Allow me to explain. I have tried 5 times previously to this recording. Oh, now. To get you some good content. Quality content, none of that crappiness that OBS has had lately. No zoomed in, you know, nothing too bad. But hey, we finally have it. Oh, excuse me. And let's get to it, shall we? But yes, let's talk about every new player's friend. And that's before I get to this hat. The French not sniper, but terrorist man. Besides soldier and scout, this is the guy you'll see most people play. Oh, that and engineer, but hey, let's get to it. Oh, and before I start with the hat stereotype, remember, this is for jokes. This is a joke vid. Don't take me serious. Use this as, shall we say, a general rule. So let's get on to that. The backbiter's billycock. Simple. Old school, I mean old as hell school spy. And I'm serious on that. This guy knows how to spy. We're talking like, ooh, probably 5 years worth of time. Yeah, that's a lot of time on spy, but he's also pretty flexible. If he's not playing spy, expect him to probably be playing sniper. Oh, and he always usually uses the diamondback, or, you know, he's pretty flexible. So yeah. He'll carry the crud out of you though too, but he'll be one hell of a nuisance. Thought I'd mention that. Okay, the first one is, this guy always uses this with the enforcer. Secondly, this is the to-go hat for Spurgy. You know, that guy who's often with Soundsmith. One hell of a spy main, mind you. It's kind of fun to play with. I've played a few rounds with him. Oh, this guy? He's pretty simple. He likes butter knifing. You see, this guy here either wears the, you know, with the you know, that prison suit. But for him, trick stabs are too flashy. He likes getting in the end, getting the good old backstab. Mind you, these are also the typical cloak and dagger spy. It's interesting, to say the least. Oh, this guy? He's pretty simple. Always uses this weapon. The l'étranger. Yes, I actually did, and to prove it, give me 1 second. Come here, phone. Yeah, this is how I know I said that. Previous recordings, I googled the translation. The proper translation, mind you, of l'étranger. Here it is in English.
L'étranger.
Here it is in French.
L'étranger.
L'étranger. So, yeah. And for those wondering, that just means the stranger. It's a good name. So let's reset. I'm gonna get that hat last. Well, not that hat, but that hat last. This guy, low tier trader. He'll always usually have either, some kind of high version of this. So genuine, something to make him a quick buck. If he ever gets a chance, though, he'll always try to pop you a low tier, unusual version of this. Guaranteed, 10 keys gets you that hat for unusual. Guaranteed. Note, they also have a strange fetish for the Enforcer. I've just noticed that, and they usually combine it with the, well, not always the big earner, but sometimes. Oh, these guys? They're pretty simple. They think they are the masterminds of spy. Like, if you watch that one anime where there's this guy called Akuma, and I'm not talking, the legendary spy man Akuma. I'm talking, the anime guy. These guys think, they're a master of the backlines. Granted, they are a nuisance to deal with. They're good at sapping. And they're just a general nuisance in the backlines. They really don't get a kill, but they're more there to be a distraction than, they get kills. Granted, if they get a chance, they will go kill your Gibbous, your third Gibbous Vision sniper on the battlements. But, just keep an eye out for them. Oh, and they also think they're as smart as Napoleon. Funny enough. This guy, this is not his loadout. I'm gonna be a little fancy here. This is his dude's loadout. We're talking the stock purists / reskins. The Quackbert watch. These days, I often see him going with a simple painted knife, painted revolver. That kind of guy. Oh, and they always use the AppSap or whatever it's called. The Portal 2 promotion. The Portal promotion. There, just go stock or festive vibes stuff. Again, stock purist. You saw this hat in the main screen or the Robo version. You're like, I like it. So you went and traded for it. No, pretty much that's the stereotype. I've noticed these guys often wear a beard, though. I'll say that now. I don't know why, they just often do. I will admit, it's a funny hat. Be funny enough that if on the enemy team, it actually turned into a billycock. But hey, let's get on to our next selection. That's gonna be a good one. No, I didn't do that. Yeah, I didn't do that one yet. This guy, he's pretty simple. You either watched him, watched that SFM, that little anime short on, that's a twist off a Futurama show episode, or, well, you just like the red tape recorder. Note, these are the banes to turtling engines. But that SFM, which I will have a link down below, is called Gentlebot Hell. One hell of an SFM. It's funny, too. It's a basic, again, it's a spin-off Futurama. Note, they also use Dead Ringer, and they're pretty dang good with it. For those wondering, they don't use it as the crutch kind of Dead Ringer, even with the nerf. They use it more in the way of being nuisance. Note, these are the same guys who use the big earner combined with the Letronger to, extend that. But they also use stock knife. Excuse me while I get any proper getup. You watch that show called Burn Notice, and you're like, nice show. Spy movie? Yeah. Spy series? I'll take it. No, if you haven't watched it, I highly suggest you watch it. It's about a spy who gets stuck in Miami because he's been found out. Hella cool to watch. Oh, this guy? Same thing as our good friend over here. These guys, well, besides playing, often playing MVM, they're a huge nuisance. No, I'm serious. They are a huge nuisance. I mean, you thought, you know, the, you thought you met a spy? You have not met a spy till you've met this spy. He often always uses the, Diamondback, or the Letrangueur. Frick, now I'm forgetting how the translation went. But he's always using it because he likes to be in the back lines, and this is the kind of nuisance you don't want on a back line. He always gets kills, and yeah. He often always uses the, he always also uses the Wanga Prick, or the Eternal Reward, though, too. For the sole reason that as well. It's a, it's a silent kills. Excuse me, I gotta remember how it's pronounced. Oh, l'étendeur. I'm gonna forget that one of these days. This guy, your average spy. He's got about, 200 hours on spy. So, you know, he's not godlike, but he's not no fresh meat either. These are the kind of spies that are, well, unpredictable. You think they're gonna go for a chain stab, but nope, they whip out their gun. Yeah, watch out for it. Keep an eye on these guys. Like I says, they're one hell of a use in your team. Because they don't do typical spy stuff, you know. Don't go gibbous visioning the sniper. They usually go for a medic, NG, you know, Hoovy pick. Hell, I've seen these guys go balls to the wall on a pyro pick. Now that's some nut. Now that's some guts. Let's see, what is that? That was all hats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I went a little expensive on these for you guys on this one. Allow me to get into this hat. Oh, you all know this guy. You all know this guy. Allow me to explain. There are 3 ways our good friend can go here. Our good friend can go here. First off, imagine this as an ambassador. You know, imagine that's an ambassador. You know, they're kind of similar. For those wondering, I sold my ambassador, because I don't like ambassadors. I'm half tempted to buy a strange one, though. But this is their loadout. Oh, wrong watch. This is their loadout. The Dead Ringer, the Kunai, and the Diamondback. First off, they're weeaboos. Outright weeaboos, or possibly more on moe otakus. For those wondering, because they don't speak Japanese, they don't understand those terms, these are the guys that will just stick at a computer and never leave their house, never leave their room. You know, you get the idea there. Now, there's 3 ways. There's the weeaboo side, which I just mentioned. Then there's the guy who will always try to go for that little trick stab with kunai. He thinks he's a god at getting chain stabs, so he can get infinite health, but really, he's not. He just thinks he can be a trick stabbing god, when really, there's a pyro watching the medic, and he has to pop, you know, dead ring because he's afraid of dying. Then there's the guy who uses nothing but the gun. He understands that, you know, the knife is sometimes is pretty clutch, and you use it only when you have to, so gun is good. Again, these days I see him usually using the Diamondback. I mean, for good reason. I mean, look at the sucker. You get freaking crits just for doing what a spy does. Having fun with crit. Doing stuff with this. But yeah. That's freaking spy today. Again, I will be doing a mass upload depending on how bad this is. So, have a good one. Adios.